Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to do the rope trick, and that is what you have to do when you install an older style windshield that has flanges around the window opening. And I'm going to be showing you how to do an Opel GT front and rear windshield install. First thing to do, clean your window. Be very supportive of not bending the glass. Try to work on it vertically like this if you can, or on a slight angle. Support it evenly at multiple locations. It's always a good thing, general practice, when either storing a windshield or anything, because they'll tend to break down the middle depending on how you store them, say against a wall or something like that. All right, so what you want to do is you want to clean your windshield and install your rubber. Start at a corner. On a front windshield, it'll be a top corner. On the bottom, on the back, on the rear windshield, it's the corners are at the bottom and they're rounded. You want to do this so that you can make sure that the slot in the rubber isn't like stuck together during the manufacturing process, and to make sure that there's no boogers or irregularities. You want to make sure that it's evenly spaced properly, not pushed to one side or the other. And you want to let it sit there for a few days, preferably, to let the gasket sort of make friends with the windshield. You don't need much stuff, except it's really helpful if you have some extra people. Now, the rope trick involves either using a piece of rope that you put into the rubber slot that clips over the flange around your window opening. You can use rope. I use various kinds of wire. This here is some nice flexible, very slippery wire that's strong. It's made for making a dog leash runner across your backyard. So you keep your dog leashed up, but he can still run back and forth. And it's good stuff, nice and slippery. It's a decent thickness. What you want to do is wrap it around twice. Now, I was seeking advice on whether it's better to finish off at the bottom, like have the last bit that you pull out be at the bottom, or at the top. I tend to think, particularly since your dashboard is going to be in the way, and the bottom is a critical area to get put in place, and it's tight where the dashboard is, so you can't really work it too much. You might have to use screwdrivers once you get the whole process done to get a lip here or there properly seated. When you're doing the install, it's good to mix up some soapy water in a spritzer and spray the slot for the window flange all the way around. Possibly some spritzes on the car. I'm also going to do a little extra step here, which I haven't actually tried before, but I think it'll work good. I want to make sure that the windshield at the gasket stays on the glass as tight as possible. Particularly up here where it's U-shaped, this gasket here, when you put the rope on, will actually become easy to pull off. So I'm going to use high quality painter's tape to secure the gasket to the glass to make sure that it's as pushed tight against the glass as possible. The tighter it is against the glass, the easier it'll be to fit this into the window opening and might prevent screw-ups. And so on and so forth. So I'm going to finish taping up these windows, and got about 3 guys to help me. 1 guy to hold the camera, and 2 other guys to be on the outside applying broad pressure. You don't want to push any more harder than, say, 5 or 10 pounds worth of force. That's about as much as a cat weighs, or maybe 2 6-packs for those of you who don't have cats, but I know all of you drink. So as you're pulling a rope out from the inside, you want people pressing broadly with their hands over a broad area to apply firm pressure. And they will, or they should, follow your movements pulling the rope out as you work your way around. Now, I think, as far as this rope, that I should have the last bit of it be at the top. So that means that you're going to start putting the rope in at the top, put it all the way around, crisscross, and go all the way around again. So you're going to, so when you then lay the window on the car, you're going to try as best you can to clip the bottom part into the window opening onto the flange. You will then start just pulling one rope at a time, one end of the rope at a time, and while people are applying pressure, there you're pulling the rope out all the way. You get about, say, to one corner, and then you take the other end of the rope over here and you start working it that way, making sure that people are applying pressure to the glass. And you go all the way around until you're here. Now all you'll succeed in doing on that first time around is maybe get the inner lip of the window rubber kind of partially laying on top of the flange. All right? It's the second time around, or as you pull the wire out and you're here again, and now you start to crisscross. Now it's important that the pressure being applied gets that bit of rubber to flop over to the other side of the flange. And you go very slowly and carefully pulling that rope out until you get to a corner. Then take the other end of the rope until you get to that corner, back over here. I don't know if there's really a system as far as going to the corners and then going back to the other side. Maybe you continue going. I think it's going to have to be a judgment call on your part. I've only done this myself once before. It worked flawlessly with no hiccups. I saw it done once before, about 20 to 30 years ago, and it basically followed as I told you. When you are done installing it, it is recommended, particularly if you live in a rainy part of the country, like the Northeast or the North, to squirt butyl rubber sealer, which is what they originally used to seal this at the factory. They squirted a bit of, when I saw it done, they just had little small tubes of this very thin runny stuff, and he just peeled it up and squirted little bits in there. Now it's black tar-like stuff, so it could potentially squeeze out and make a mess. So when you do that operation, you should definitely put painter's tape along your gasket so that you don't get that tar stuff on your paint. So now I'm going to flip this windshield around, and I'm going to put this cable wrapped around twice on it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this flange, or the groove for the window flange is pretty tight, and the rope or wire, whatever you choose to use, helps to spread that open so that when you pick up the windshield and lay it on the car, it will help keep the slot here in the rubber open so it can grab the flange. I'm going to continue on my merry way, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I've gone around once. Both my ends are here. I'm now going to go around a second time, which hopefully will go somewhat quickly. As you can see, it is going very quickly. Okay, and that's basically it. I'm going to go around and make sure I've got it fairly tight. If you pull it like that, like I just did then, it'll pop out of the groove. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a piece of painter's tape right there to hold the ends in place. And try to keep some slack from being in the cable. So when it popped out, the first time around with the rope doesn't accomplish much, but it does help spread the rubber groove and hopefully gets a bit of that flange, of that rubber lip sitting on top of the flange. Okay. Alright, I could cut this cable, but I'm just going to twist it up in a coil. This windshield is now ready to be taken out to the garage and laid on the car. And then we'll start doing the rope trick.